Welcome to the Post-University Associate Faculty Training. In this video, I will review the SafeAssign report and where to go to find it in the Grade Center. Also, I will review how to analyze the report and what to look for. After entering your course, please scroll down to the left side where you'll see Grade Center. Click on Grade Center and then open up Full Grade Center. Once you are in the Full Grade Center, you will scroll over to the assignment that is to be graded. In this case, it's labeled SafeAssign Sample Paper. Click the little down arrow when you put your cursor in that block and click on Attempt. Once there, scroll down and you will see that the paper shows up in the inline grading section that is powered by Crocodoc. But the SafeAssign report is over here. So what you do is you click on the match and then this window appears and then click on View Originality Report. Once the report appears, this is what it will look like. This will tell you the assignment that it was called. In this case, we're using this as a sample, so it's showing midterm, but this would say Sample Essay Report. And then here on this part of the page, it'll show the amount of matched content. And then the areas where matched content were found. So in this case, you'll see that there's the first two are from web pages. The next two are from students' papers, and then web pages again, etc. Whenever you see ProQuest document or EBSCOhost, that generally means that the student had researched in the library and found a peer review article and is using it in their report. One thing to point out that this percentage match does not state that it is plagiarized. It just means that there is a matched content in their item and it is up to you, the instructor, to review whether or not it is properly cited. And if it is properly cited, then it's not generally plagiarized. So as we scroll down, we'll first be going to this yellow item, which if you notice here, it says 1. This 1 notation refers to the first source that was in this citation list. So in this particular case, we scroll down there and you'll notice that in this particular case, it's common language that may be used that will come up in a match. So if we click on that, we'll see that the student's paper says misconception of an adult learner. The source says the adult learner. In this particular case, it's professional wording, industry jargon, however you want to say it. So in this case, it's really not necessary to quote or to cite because it's something that is said in education. So I would say that is fine, but it shows you what the student did and then where they found it. So to further analyze the report, we'll go down to this pink one. This one shows that it is a student's paper. As you can see from number 4, if we go back up to number 4, you'll see it's a student's paper. When reviewing these, it's up to you to decide whether or not the part that was submitted, which is here, or the part that is showing up as a copied work is what's copied. So in this particular case, this student's paper, which is the student that is matching, is showing that they cited from Ross Gordon. So there's a chance that this paraphrase will match a lot of this. So it's really up to you to decide whether or not this paper submission is plagiarized. So how we could do that is you look here, all of this is similarly matched. So in this case, according to this framework, adults are assumed to prefer self-direction in learning, and there's some matching here. But this student who submitted it did not submit a citation like this student did. So possibly the student submission that we're reviewing may just need help with APA or paraphrasing, but it's not necessarily a plagiarism unless you see that it was blatantly used, and then that's up to your discretion in that case. But this is basically showing what they loaded and then what was a match. And it's only 84%, which is a high match, so there's quite a few that is matching. So then we scroll down to the purple, And this is where you'll see it's showing as a match. It's 62% match. And you'll see the reason why is that here the student wrote it in their own words, but this part was copied from Kenner and Weinerman, which is properly cited. So the quotation is what's showing up over here. So if you see by identifying how each class develops, that's where it's showing up here. So in this particular case, yes, it is a match, but it's not plagiarized because it's properly cited. Also, sometimes these sources will be a little, not necessarily misleading, but they will be where they are found online. So possibly in this case, the student found this in a book that they had for class, which was written by Kenner Weinerman. The electronic version might be on this free Patents Online for some reason, and it might be where the electronic book has been housed. So as long as they're citing and it looks good, then you're okay there. So then as we scroll down the report, you'll see other notations, which is, again, this is a cited work here and here, and you'll show that, yes, it does show a match, but they did cite. Also, a part of the percentage of that 28% for this paper, if you scroll down, the resources are obviously going to be showing as a match because this is the resources that they use. So in that, you just have to be careful to look at the whole paper to see if the student has plagiarized or if they have properly cited. Once you are done with this, you simply close the report and it brings you back to the grading area, and you can enter in your feedback here. And if your course has a rubric with your assignment, some associate faculty, their academic program managers will have rubrics in here to follow. That will appear here, and you just click on the rubric as noted in another part of the course. I hope this answers your questions. Have a great day.